Today's topic is the ternary operator in Python, and I'm here to talk about it as if we are having a chat over coffee. So, let me share what I've learned. Imagine a scenario where your code has to decide between doing one thing or another based on a specific condition. That's where conditional logic steps in. Normally, you'd write this as a classic if-else structure. I started with this before switching to a friend who works as a Python developer, and he introduced me to a sleeker approach, the ternary operator. Now, you might be puzzled about what makes it different. Instead of having just an if and else clause, it's a one-liner, and it's really elegant. Let me give you an example. Say you want to check if someone's age is above or below a certain limit, and display messages accordingly. The traditional way would be to do something like this: Python if age 18, message is equal to you are eligible to vote, else message is equal to you are not eligible to vote. With the ternary operator, you would condense this into the following line of code: Python message is equal to you are eligible to vote if age 18, else you are not eligible to vote. It's pretty nifty, right? You see, the ternary operator takes on the format value underscore if underscore true if condition, else value underscore if underscore false. The benefit here is not only brevity, but also a potential for a better performance because it avoids the need for an extra function call or a temporary variable. Now, when I first saw someone using it, I was taken aback because I always thought about using if-else structures for decision making. But as I dug deeper, I realized it's not about replacing if-else. It's about choosing tools wisely to make your code readable and maintainable. Python A, B is equal to B, but a ternary operator also brings simplicity to this task. Python A, B is equal to if swap else. Now for some pros and cons. The main pro is simplicity and brevity. It makes your code terse, but if not used appropriately, it can lead to unreadable code, which is why I like to say, with great power comes great responsibility. I learned to appreciate it more during an assignment where I needed to set default values for variables. Without the ternary operator, I would have had to write something like this: Python user underscore name is equal to guessed if not user underscore name, else user underscore name. But using the ternary operator, it became this one-liner: Python user underscore name is equal to guessed if not user underscore name, else user underscore name. As expected with Python tricks, we've to keep the code unambiguous and clean. Sometimes, for larger logic, it's better to keep if-else to maintain clarity. The ternary operator is more like a tool in the toolkit. Python is flexible and forgiving in many ways, but clarity matters. I've seen some people struggle with the ternary operator at first, but once they got a hang of it, they found it refreshing. It's all about balance and learning when and where to use such features. I'm curious about your take on it. Do you find the ternary operator handy in your coding journey? As I'm wrapping up, let me make sure you've got this. The ternary operator isn't about doing everything with just one line of code. It's about learning Python's syntax better, improving your problem-solving skills. I've come to like using it sparingly, where it adds value, but not to the extent of making my code overly cryptic. Now, if you are keen on diving deeper into Python and getting a better grip on its nuances, you should check out a place like neeraj.qzz.io, my go-to tech lab on the internet. They have comprehensive tutorials that you can subscribe to, and I really recommend it. So why not head over, subscribe, and join the community of people advancing their programming skills, just like us? There's so much to learn and share, and it's always rewarding to see others growing alongside us. Happy coding!